Hello, Roll Mithril here once again, getting back to Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. And it's time to start clearing out the first of the hub worlds, Summer Forest. If we go to the guidebook, we see that there actually is not a talisman here, also no spirit fragments, but there are 400 gems and 4 orbs. So, let's get right to it. One new thing to show here are these bottled butterflies. They always contain a blue butterfly, so break them open, and you get an extra life. I thought you were hiding one back there. Unlike the first game, water is not always dangerous. Oh, sometimes it is, but sometimes you can actually swim in it, once you learn how. Unfortunately, nothing we can do here just yet. So let's just keep looking around.
Spyro, this is the homeworld called Summer Forest. There are portals to many of the awhile worlds around here. Unfortunately, Ripto has taken over the castle, and we need your help. Start by retrieving the talismans from each of the worlds you go to.
Well, see, you say he took over the castle, but all I really saw him do was throw Moneybags out. Quite frankly, if it wasn't for the whole hating dragons thing, I think we'd get along just fine. Of course, the whole hating dragons thing, well, that's a bit of a deal breaker. Hey there, Hunter, when'd you get here?
Hiya, Spyro. Ripto smashed this bridge, so I guess you'll have to glide across it. Press X to jump, then press X again while you're still in the air to glide.
Simple enough, been there, done that. So we have the gate here for Idle Springs, but we're gonna need to know how to swim for that one. At least in order to get everything. I do want to cut down on backtracking as much as I can, anyway. Okay, nothing in there. As in the first game, iron vases cannot be flamed. You have to charge them. Actually, come to think of it, no, it was chests in the first game. No vases.
Hi, Spyro. You look like you're pretty agile. Let's try putting it to a test. See if you can get up this first step. Press X and hold it down to get more hang time.
So basically, this is let's teach you all about jumping tutorials.
Okay, not bad. Now, to make this next jump, you'll have to glide. Press X to jump, then press X again at the top of your jump to get the maximum glide distance.
Simple enough so far.
Nice job. Now try to do a hover. Press X to jump, then press X again to glide. Then when you reach the end of your glide, press triangle to hover. Hovering will give you extra height and distance.
This can be useful if you can't quite make a jump normally. Just like that.
Very good. Now for the hardest leap of all. You'll have to give this one everything you've got. Get a walking start, jump, glide, and hover just before you get to the edge of the platform. Don't forget to press forward on the D-pad or analog stick when you hover.
So this one indeed is a little bit trickier, but a running start helps.
Wow, you're a pretty good athlete. If I hadn't lost my running shoes, I'd take you on for real. For now, here's an orb for your collection.
And so, a nice shiny orb just for us. And whatever gems are up here.
I'm just taking a break right now. I've got to rest for the next big race in Ocean Speedway.
So that's all that was over there.
Sparks, the dragonfly following you around is your health indicator, Spyro. The brighter he is, the more hit points you have.
Indeed, as in the first game, if you get hit once, he turns blue, I think, then green, and if he gets hit again, then he just disappears. Gathering butterflies will power him back up. Again, areas down there that we need to swim to get to, but we can't just yet.
Sorry, Spyro. I'd love to teach you how to swim underwater, but not as much as I'd love to take your treasure.
So, you have to pay 500 gems to learn how to swim. Technically, had we skipped paying for the bridge back in Glimmer, we could have done this. However, we are going to need another ability to finish clearing out Summer Forest, so even if we had skipped the bridge, we still wouldn't have been able to do this. Well, there was a purple gem. But with that, we've pretty much gathered all the gems and orbs that we can for now. Anything else, we need to know how to swim. And we can't, because of this jerk. You're terrible. We're trying to save your home, you know. But anyway, with that, next time we'll be checking out Colossus. Which means, yeah, this was kind of a short video. So, let's do some bonus footage. Alright, so time to discuss a rather strange glitch that, from what I understand, it only exists in Spyro 2, no other game in the series. This is called the double jump glitch. It's a little bit awkward to get the timing down on this, but once you do, it's kind of fun to play around with this thing. So the basic idea is you want to stand completely still, jump as high as you can, but on the way up, do a charge. This will give you a little more height than you'd normally get. For example, normally I cannot get to the top of this gem. If you kind of force yourself against it, you can eventually make it up there, but it's a lot easier with the double jump. There we go. Using this, you can get to some places the game really doesn't expect you to go. Also, you can get to some places earlier than you should be able to. Such as right up here.
We installed some gem lamps in this cave too, but they're even harder to keep going. You'll definitely need the Superfly power-up to light the lamps.
So yeah, we don't have this activated just yet, but just proof of concept, we can get up here another way aside from using the Superfly power-up from the courtyard. The double jump glitch has other applications as well. For example, I really shouldn't be able to make this jump, but it is possible. For these sort of things, you kind of want to veer off to the side a bit. It's not an exact science, it's kind of tricky and finicky, but here we are right up here. And so, we can just go this way and not even pay for the bridge. Of course, if you want to mess with Moneybags a bit more directly.
You can't use the bridge without paying, and you do not appear to have enough gems.
We'll see about that. Using the double jump, it's entirely possible to clear this gap. Now, there's a lot of impulse to hold forward when doing this, but that'll actually mess it up. Almost. As you can see, it is still kind of tricky. You might have to try this a couple of times. But not paying Moneybags is its own reward. Had we done this, we actually would have had enough gems to buy the swimming lessons earlier than we should have been able to do so. But the thing is, there's another ability we're going to need later on to fully clear out Summer Forest, so even if we did this, we still couldn't have fully cleared it in one go. But still, this is fun enough that I wanted to show it anyway. But that's where we're going to call it for now, so with that, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I shall see you again next time. Until then, fare thee well. What? You're still here? Saying the video wasn't long enough? Actually, I'm kinda with you on that. Unfortunately, just how it goes, sometimes circumstances result in a shorter video. So, hey, let's have some quick trivia. Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage was actually only the American name for the game. For other localizations, it had different titles. The European release was instead titled Spyro 2 Gateway to Glimmer. And then there was the Japanese version, which was called Spyro X Sparks Tondemo Tours. But hey, as long as we're discussing the Japanese title, notice something about the writing there? Something a little familiar looking? Let's isolate it by looking at the Japanese title screen for the original Spyro. Kinda looks like a different name, doesn't it? When devs looked at how the Japanese writing for the name Spyro looked, they saw it alternatively as English letters, spelling the name Ripto. Thinking this sounded like a cool name for a character, they gave it to Spyro 2's antagonist. So, there you go. Ripto's name actually came from Spyro's Japanese name. Just not in the most straightforward of ways.